Sina, Mem Aleph, and 105. Shali Srupa Ba'esh. This kinnos was written by the Maram Rottenberg, who was a witness to the burning of the Talmud in France in 1248. The Gzeira was brought about by a mummer, Donan, Meshumit, who went to the Pope and told him terrible things about what's included in the Gemara. And there was an archbishop who tried to save the Talmud. Here's a Yiddish mummer who is going. This archbishop put his life on the line. Unfortunately, after he made efforts to save the Svarim from being burned, wagon load upon wagon load upon wagon load of Svarim, most of the Ksovim of the Bali Atoslis were burnt then. How much Torah we lost from this. That archbishop died suddenly, and they saw it as a sign of God's revenge against him for trying to help the Jews. I want to speak briefly. The Graf Pototsky, Avram ben Avram, the Ger Tzedek in the time of the Vilna Gaon, said that when the Torah was offered to the Goyim, they rejected it. But not everybody rejected it. Rove of them did. There were a miut of Goyim that wanted the Torah, but they were outvoted, each nation. And when the Torah was offered to the Yidden, even though he said Nasa v'Nishma, there were a miut of Jews in their heart didn't really want it. He said, throughout history, the Jews that become Mishumadim and end up leaving Klal Yisrael were descendants of those Jews who didn't want the Torah to begin with. And even though throughout their generations there may have been great tzaddikim, but not everybody is connected to everybody that came before just because they have to be born from them. But the people who eventually went out of Klal Yisrael were connected directly, neshama-wise, to those people who rejected the Torah. And all from the Goyim who wanted the Torah, their descendants eventually become Gerim. And those were the Gerim come. Special mitzvah of Ahava Sina. And unfortunately, many times, people don't treat Gerim properly, especially when it comes to Shidduchim. The person should understand that aside from the mitzvah of Yahavta Re'acha Kamocha, there's a separate mitzvah of Yahavta Mesager. It's even greater than loving a regular Jew. It's a mitzvah to love Gerim. You read you a tshuva from the Rambam, I think that will be enough. Besides the fact that the Torah commands us in 36 places to be careful of the kavod of a ger and not to be mitzayer them. This tshuva was written to a convert, a Muslim convert, a person who was a Muslim. He converted to Judaism. And he had a machlokas with his Rebbe. The Rebbe said that Islam is avodah zarah. This guy had first-hand information that it wasn't. So he disagreed with his Rebbe. He said that it's not avodah zarah. So the Rebbe called him a fool and whatever. And he was very much hurt. And he wrote a letter to the Rambam. First of all, to ask who's right, me or my Rebbe. Is Islam avodah zarah or not? And he told the Rambam what transpired. So the Rambam first answers him halacha-wise that you're right. Islam is not avodah zarah, and your Rebbe was wrong. And then he says the following: V'asher heshivcha rabbecha shelo kehugin, v'hetzivcha v'hichlimcha v'koragcha ksil, that which your Rebbe, aside from arguing with you and being wrong, but he also answered you improperly, and he upset you, and he insulted you, and he called you a fool. Aveira Gedolah b'yodo v'chei gadol chata. Your Rebbe did a terrible aveira. However, I'm done in l'katzchus v'korov b'einai shogiku. Probably he did it unwittingly. V'roi lo levakish mimcha mechila. You should know your Rebbe should ask you mechila. Afal pisha ata talmido, even though you're his talmid. V'yachar kach yotzum v'yizak v'yispalel v'yikona. After that, after you're mochel him, he should fast, cry out, and daven, and humble himself before the Rabbanu Shalom. Ulai yischaper lo v'yimcha lo hakel yisrael. Maybe God will also forgive him. V'chi shikr hayozeh, was your Rebbe shikr? V'lo yoda shebishlosha v'sheish makomos yizira Torah lager. 36 places the Torah was mazer how to treat a ger properly. V'aye dover v'ger lo sonu v'hi onas dvorim, and he hurt your feelings. Lu omar hu ha'emes v'ha'isa ata atohem v'yalo lahasper l'chaponim l'daber l'charakos. Even if you were wrong and he was right, he should have dealt with you softly and calmly and not insulted you. Kol shekain shomar to emes v'uatohem. Surely that you were right, he was wrong. V'od shezed dorish achar ha'yishmaelim in heimov de'avodah zarah lav. Your Rebbe has shaila whether Islam is avodah zarah or not. Hayalo lochush liatzmo. He should have worried about himself if he's an oved avodah zarah. Alakas shekoas ad shehichlin ger tzedek shelo kedik. The Omru Chazal kol hakoes yiveinecha koved avodah zarah. The fact that he lost his temper on a ger tzedek, he should first decide if he's an oved avodah zarah before he worries about the Muslims. Da shechova shechiyavtonu haTorah al hagerim gedolahim al ho'avi al ho'enit sadinu b'koved u'morah. A father and mother you have to respect and honor. Al ha'neviim l'shmo alahem. A Navi you have to listen to. It's possible to respect, honor, and obey somebody you don't love. By gerim zechim to love them. Just like HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, es Hashem Elokecha, the same lashon b'ahavta mesager. HaKadosh Baruch Hu bichvodo oed ger. The Rebbeinu Shalom loves gerim. Shenemar the oed ger loses lo lechem v'simla. V'zeh shekar lecha ksil, he called you a fool. Tema gadolhu. It's a wonder. You're a fool. Adam shiniach avi v'moladeto. Umalchus amo. The yodam anetuyim. The haven be'ein libo. Uba v'nidbak b'uma shahaya hayom mitav goy. Evet mostly, the hikr, the yoda, shedosam das emes, the tzedek, the hovein darche Yisrael, the yoda shekol adosos genuvos midosam zeh, mosid, zeh mosid, zeh goreya, zeh meshana, zeh mechazim, umechapel al Hashem dvarim asher lokein, zeh horesh yisonos, zeh medaber tapuchos, the hikr akol, person who recognized that all the other religions are false. They're ziyufim of Yadus. And this person recognized that and ran after the Rabbanu Shalom. The Ova b'derech HaKodesh, the Nichnos tachas kanvei Hashchina, the Nisabek ba'ova ragbei Moshe Rabbeinu, Rabban Shekla Neviim. He sat at the feet of Moshe Rabbeinu. The Chafetz b'mitzvosav, and he wanted to do mitzvahs. The Naso libo lekorva leor b'orachayim, ulahalos b'malas hamalachim, l'smoach l'sanek b'simchas hatzadikim, the hishlich ha'olam hazeh milibo. Could have had everything in this world, he threw it away. He was part of the nation that ruled the world. And he joined a nation that now are slaves.